And number 37, you had to graph these two functions. So for a of x equals 3x squared, I'm going to plug in x is 1, x is 2, x is 3, and x is 4. Notice how this graph is skewed. It's not a nice, 10 by 10 graph where each box is 1. So when I plug in 1 into here, I get 3 times 1 squared. 3 times 1 squared is 3 times 1. It is 3. Therefore, I have to plot the point 1, 3. So at 1, I go up to 3. For 2, I do 3 times 2 squared. I get 3 times 4. I get 12. So basically your point is 2, 12. Go over to 2 on the x-axis, and I go up to 12. Okay? 3 times 3 squared. I get 3 times 9. I get 27. So the point 3, 27. Plot the point 3, 27. For 4, I do 3 times 4 squared. 4 squared is 16. 3 times 16 is 48, so I plot the point 4, 48. 4, 48. And what happens here is a parabola at 0. We're starting at 0 here. Oops, looks like I missed that 1 point. It looks like in this example I forgot to plug in 0. Well, 3 times 0 is 0, so that's why we start at the origin. So now for b of x, if I plug in 0, I get 8 times 0 plus 3. 8 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. So that's my point, 0, 3. 0, 3. Now for this one, 8 times 1 plus 3, 8 plus 3, I get 11. So it's your point, 1, 11. So 1, I'm up at 11. Plug in 2, I get 16 plus 3, I get 19. So you're the point, 2, 19. 2, 19. Plug in 3, 24 plus 3, 27. I get the point 3, 27. 4, I get 32 plus 3, I get 35, so we plot the point for 35. Because in the directions it says to label the sites, if you did not label the sites, you lost points. If you continue this graph into other quadrants, you also lost points. Remember, because this is a real-life problem, we do not want to go in those quadrants. State the positive values of x for which the production costs at the two sites are equal. This is where the graphs intersect. It looks like at 3, I know my graph was a little off, but this is where they intersect. They both have 3, 27. X equals 3 because that is where they intersect. If the company plans on manufacturing 200 products per week, which site should they use? So what you do is you go over to 2 because 2 is the number of products in hundreds. So if I go up to 2, you basically want the lower cost. So at 2, which of these two graphs is lower? It looks like site A is costing less money. Site A, because it is lower than site B at x equals 2.